Thanks. Thanks for letting me know I was muted. We're gonna fix that in post, you know. Uh Sound check, you gonna hear me now, right? Thanks to go to Africa, you the best. But as I was saying, my co-host is running a little late tonight. Normally we have Lex from Never Have a Mets, PO from Ready to Love Potomac, and Fernando from Ready to Love Potomac. And the fact that we have all been on a reality TV show, I think it's good to have us all up here to give you the inside scoop, to give you a different perspective of what may be going on. So, even if it's just me, we're still going to have a really good time. So, thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am broadcasting tonight. You see, my background is different. I am broadcasting from Lisbon, Portugal. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. My hours are all crazy, but I do this for y'all. I try to stick to this Tuesday night schedule. All right, we got some Tampa in the house too. A question I like to ask my cybersecurity group, and I'll start asking you all, if you feel comfortable. You don't have to do it, but if you feel comfortable, put it in the chat and let us know where in the world you are tuning in from. That's what's up. The comments are showing up on the screen, so good stuff right there. What do y'all think of the show so far? I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I think. I think we might not have no couples. If I'm gonna be honest, we might not have no couples. And Lauren, what can I say? Bravo, I guess. Bravo. You are you're doing it. Lauren, however y'all may feel, Lauren is playing the game. As for the entertainment, if you want to look at it as entertainment, you know, man, and the way that it's all unfolded right now, like I don't know if it's gonna end well for Lauren, but gonna find out she was the one with all the connections. Um, Detroit is boring for real. You think so? No, I think it's been really entertaining. For what it is for a show that's about entertainment, it has been entertaining. I hope the walls are thicker than the previous hotel. Oh yeah. So I think I know what I was doing wrong last time. I did get a complaint, but at that point it was already 3 in the morning. So yeah, we are at the Getaway Part Two right now, and the men are all together at the beginning trying to discuss who they like and who they don't like. And Cardi says Ashley, Bello, Dominique, still, and Shanti. Uh-oh, we got PO in the house. What up, PO? Where you at?
Yo, what's going on, man? Hey,
Good,
yeah, yeah, I'm out and about right now, but I am gonna hop on in a few.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just want to tap in real quick, but I definitely will. I'll be on in a few minutes.
for sure, man. It's all good.
All right, I'll check you out in a minute.
All right,
All right.
okay, all right. So let's go through these. No connections, too many group dates in the beginning, not enough intimate dates. I'm actually a fan of the group dates at the beginning. I think it really helps people decide early who they want to be with and who they don't want to be with. And then it also allows other people to see how you move in front of other connections. Like, are you just going to keep it real? Are you going to try to hide it? You know? You said Lauren has no connections. What did I miss? You probably missed the whole show. Every single guy there is a possible. Every single guy left is a possible connection with Lauren. And Lauren, I mean, honestly, Lauren has the opportunity to ruin it all for everybody, if we're gonna be honest. Because uh, I- honestly, this episode made me go back and watch Lauren and Darius's date just to see if there was something there. They kept it surface level, uh, but it made me go back and watch. What up, Fernando?
What up, bro? How you feeling?
Chilling, man.
Yes,
Fernando
sir.
Savage. Go
That's
check
what they
him out,
call me.
y'all. Fernando doing big things.
Yeah,
Fernando is doing big things. What's good, bro? What do you think about the show?
the last episode was cool.
Cool.
Solidified some of the connections. Kind of
Come
showed
on.
us,
Hmm.
some people are more popular than we thought they were.
Uh-huh. Come on, y'all. Don't tell me you don't know who Lauren is at this point.
You can't miss her. Definitely can't
Right.
miss her.
You can't tell me you don't know who Lauren is. Oh, so who's Lauren's number one? Everybody.
Whoever keep her around.
Yeah, everybody. The person she's talking to is her
True.
number one.
Mm-hmm.
Until they say she ain't, she is. She made it to the family. She made it to go see the friends. I mean, the family.
Mm-hmm.
So she's somebody of importance. She, I mean, I might sound bad, but she taught Steve right out the draws, man. Like, damn, Steve. I said,
Yeah.
damn, he fumbled, man. He fumbled.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the she had that mental trickery on him, you know? Like if you
Yeah.
go back, we're gonna talk about it, but if y'all go back and listen to that little conversation with Lauren and Steve on the bed, she's pretty much telling him how he should be feeling. Like she's
That's
guiding him so well.
that Yoda
Oh
mind
man.
tricks.
Yes. Yes. You said you have not heard any of the guys choose Lauren. You are you serious right now? You don't remember Steve and Lauren's date? I think he pretty much said she the one, right? She the one. You don't remember that? What Lauren and Bello was is Lauren and Bello on the boat? Something there. Lauren and Vince trending up.
Yeah, Lauren Benson trending for a little second now. I thought that was gonna be it.
Yeah. Yep. So here we go. We got confirmation. Lauren's connected to Vince. Okay. So we know Steve took Shannon out. He said I gotta go check on my girl. But then once he was out there, it was kind of like like you'll find your person. It ain't me, but maybe you'll find your person.
He's not here, but you
Yeah,
find your
like
person.
yeah. Um, so we started at the men's lounge. We're talking about who we like and who we don't like. Um, what was interesting, what I try to take note of is who they not feeling, because that's typically the folks that's about to get voted off. And Bello, Darius, and Steven all said Shannon, but I don't think Steve really said he didn't like her. He pretty much was saying that that she's serious and trying to navigate it. Uh, Vince said he got a roller coaster relationship with Lauren. Carde also mentioned no romantic relationship with Lauren. Bello said Lauren's got this confused energy and thinks Lauren is just into the ranks and finding out who's her top connection. Yeah, because everybody bull junking.
Hmm. And
Everybody bull junking. Uh-huh.
when you're in a house, you might have heard one thing, but then you get to the house and you see a little different connections that is like, oh, they really strong. I didn't realize they
Yes.
had that.
Yes. From the beginning I said Bello be moving like somebody watching. Ever since he came into Dom's house and Christina was there, I was like, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And like, we men, so we got some familiarity there. We know how you move when you set. We know how you move when you not set. And we know how you move when we trying to or we trying to hide something. You know, you try to keep it little. You know, and
Keep it
you
on
know,
low.
yeah, and you know what it looked like. You know, when both of you, you know, both of your things is in the same room.
You got to move accordingly when they're in the
Yeah,
same room together.
yeah. D Brown said, maybe I missed something, but I don't feel like anyone has any serious connection. Nah, you ain't missed nothing.
I've been saying that from day one. Ain't even changed yet.
You ain't missed nothing.
Uh,
Uh, no one's chosen Lauren. You're the only person that I've heard say that Lauren has connections. Lauren is moving like she is insecure. See, I don't see it that way. I don't see it as an insecurity. I see it as finally somebody is holding the guys to the fire to have them make a decision. You know what I mean? We already passed the house. We already passed the house, bro. Like, you still don't know? Somebody got to do it. And she doing it.
yeah, it's like you got to pull the
Doing it.
trigger
Yeah,
because I
point
mean,
blank. Like, I tried to be nice about it. And, you know, we complain about the women every season going in there with this energy. Like, no, like, what is it? All right. So,
and I mean,
huh?
at this point, we got three guys left.
Yeah, at this point.
So
But before that, we had to do the elimination.
see,
And so we had Shannon and Lauren up there. But how did you feel about the way Steve said it?
how he let Shannon go?
Yeah, I felt it was quick. I felt like it came off kind of harsh. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like there was no, he could have been, there was almost like it was no remorse when it was coming out his mouth. Like he was just reading the script they told him to read. And then he saw them tears. And now he's like, damn,
I
it
go talk
hurt.
to her.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm watching it. I said, God damn, Steve. Steve, you could have softened the blow a little bit, bro.
Yeah, she took
Like,
it hard too. It seemed like
yeah, put
she
some pauses. And look at, yeah, it took her a couple seconds to realize what was going on.
Mhm. Yeah, I think she didn't see it coming. I thought she probably felt like she was okay, at least for like another round.
Yeah, I could see that. You know, they mentioned from her perspective and maybe from other perspectives, um, that they didn't really see the connections with Lauren, like they were saying. And that's basically what Lauren was saying about the dudes not being loud with it.
Hmm.
You know, so you're not seeing it because of Lauren, you're seeing it because the dudes ain't letting it be known.
And like later on, you find out like she has like long conversations and things like that, but you don't see
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah,
expressed on the show.
yeah, yeah. So Dominique, you said, is the only one publicly claimed Bello in and out of the lounge. Um, okay, yeah, I mean, okay. So we got Vincent, Donna, Bello, and Dom, Darius, and Ashley. Okay,
I agree. That's the
yeah,
six right there. That's them.
more to come. More to come. Um, yeah, but in my notes, I was like, he came and talked to her afterwards, but I don't really know what he trying to say. Like, he want to come for her, but he not really like stepping up. And then we look in the background, like, damn, like half the cast is crying, and I get it, you know, I get it.
I think they recognize
That,
she a
that,
good woman. That's why you
yeah,
see somebody like Channon, you see that she has was wife qualities, girlfriend qualities that will be, that you would
uh,
probably want in your life. But she didn't
uh,
have her actual person maybe right there. But then also you
yeah,
see, if I'm not mistaken, Steve still had that pot for her. So he still had her in mind.
uh,
But majority rules.
yeah. So, Bonnie Monique asked, do I know something We don't know. We try. Am I trying to give y'all a hint? Nah, I don't know nothing. I don't even go watch their podcasts or their episodes on that platform because I don't want to infer nothing no more. Um, but the way that it's going, every week is a new head scratcher. Like the last sentence that I wrote on my notes is, "What the fuck is going on with this cast?" Like, what is going on? One week we see somebody jump in the bed that we ain't really see before, and then the next week it's the total reverse of Steve having poor connections when it's really Lauren. All right, Steve didn't want to face the challenges of dealing with an assertive woman. Shannon, she liked him. I could see that. The other women didn't pressure him into having a romantic relationship. He didn't choose, like none of the people are choosing. None of the people are choosing. Nobody. Except maybe Tom, who said my connection with Bello's always been strong. But
But
Bello
some,
seemed to still be uh, up in the air, you
yeah, I
know?
mean, between Ashante,
Uh,
still giving Lauren a chance. So
yeah.
he hasn't chosen either.
Yes.
They all cool with everybody. We're all friendly.
Yeah.
Everybody nice.
Yo.
Hi, I like you. I like you.
Yeah. And if I had to guess, I think it's going to end really bad, because at this point, no matter who you choose, somebody has a reason to be upset at the person they ended up with. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, say, for instance, if Bello get with Ashante. Like, how? They slept in the room together. Like he slept in the room with Don. Apparently, that wasn't
Yeah,
confirmed.
yeah.
And then another part of my notes is, have you no pride? y'all, y'all could take that for you know, multiple people. That fits
Yeah.
multiple people. Have you no pride? What's up, Lex?
I
How
don't
you
know.
doing?
Hey y'all, I ain't want to interrupt. I'm working, so I'm
Uh,
incognito. I'm gonna be dipping in and out, but
okay,
I do
so
got some shit to get off my chest.
it's all good. You let me know. You send me a note in the background when you ready. I
All
got a, I
right.
got, I got an idea.
So
Mm-mm-mm.
who you saying should have some pride?
I mean, anybody who is aware that Bello slept in the room with Dom, if that happened, and that goes for both of their connections, what else is there to say?
Right.
What else is there to say? That's all
He
I
got
needed to
the
see.
draws, dog.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
like for you to take him after that, it's just like you really. He must have came at you after the fact and gave you that good. And you like, oh, you know what? Never
Yeah,
mind. Yeah, that's the only way, because
yeah, it would make me think that he
it
already
shows.
been there with the other people, and then he's just straight telling them something about Dom just being uh overprotective and all that, but ain't nothing really happened. Like that's probably the only way he could get away with that. It's a show,
Hmm.
and you know, if he blamed it on her.
We had to share the room together, but we ain't do nothing. She was on her side, I was on my side. Yeah, I text you throughout the night. I was texting you the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking for y'all allowing you to be with your connections as
Yeah,
well.
Damn, wait a
yeah.
minute.
All that. So we got Lauren talking to Steve at this point. This was um after Shannon was voted off. And shout out to Shannon. Not to take away from your journey. We always like to give folks a shout out that I have been voted off the show. I know it's not easy. So shout out to you for putting yourself out there, going through the journey. We family now, welcome to the family. The experience is not easy. It's not easy.
Right.
And
And I
it,
just
it ain't
wanted to,
over.
Go
It
ahead.
ain't
This
over.
might be important. Here you go, Lex.
no, I just wanted to say
Alley you.
Shannon looked really, huh?
I think
No,
this the
no,
alley you. Oh,
no.
okay.
Nah, I'm just gonna say Shannon looked really nice that day in that purple. I thought
Uh-huh.
she looked so pretty in that purple.
Hmm.
It's a shame that that was the day that she got kicked off. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
but no, Shannon's cool. I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said earlier, like she has good, wife qualities, girlfriend qualities. She say good people, she's respectful, and then not mistaken, she's part of the sorority too, AKA. So you know how they come
Uh-huh.
through. So yeah, I applaud her. Like I said, it didn't work out on her journey, but I'm sure somebody will swoop her up. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this
What
this
that come?
com yeah, this comment said, asking a man what are we after seeing him booed up and kissing on the sofa with someone else and sleeping in the same room. His actions spoke. Yeah, if you watch it though, if you watch it, Dom kissed him. Dom grabbed his chin, his
Dom
chin,
chased that man the
and kissed him.
whole thing.
It looked like Dom is even holding his hand instead of him holding her hand. He just looked uncomfortable. Or he looked a little bit uncomfortable on the
He
couch.
looks scared. Call it what it is.
Yeah,
See, y'all in that politically correct stuff, right? He looks scared. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because I think he did play around with her. You know what I mean? And when I say
mm,
play around, I mean like a physical play around. Like they got into something and maybe they crossed the line and now she like claws is out. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And she is going for him hard. But at the same time, whether they did something or not, I think she was going for him either way. You know, I've been in these comment streets and she like, I don't gotta chase a man and I don't gotta do this and I don't do that. But lady, you clearly did it. And it's one thing for you to say that there was an edit on speaking. There's no edit on actions. You know what I'm saying? So I would like the cast to know that from the door. You know what I mean? And even though I'm shining the light on y'all bullshit, that doesn't mean that I don't like you. That doesn't mean that I have hate towards you or I have a problem with whatever the case may be. But it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You seen the man, you heard what he was about. Because I lied to you not. If Bello had came up as the UPS man, I don't think he would have got so much smoke. You know what I mean? Maybe not. It just depends on if the people are hard up and they just wanted to fuck a tall African. You know what I mean? But at the same time, back to what I was saying, she was all claws. She was all for it. She did not move even like a person that was secure because even in her security, if she was secure, she would have let Bello go ahead and talk to Lauren and wrap that shit up. You know what I mean? And she could be moving around doing what she got to do, but she was sitting right there imposing fear. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe she got a secret for him. Maybe she put her finger where it don't belong. I don't know. I'm just saying something is.
yeah. Like we've seen previous seasons where the women were so secure that they literally didn't care who the guy was talking to, right? Either they took it as part of the journey or they took it like he gonna decide at some point. I think who had the best energy when it came to that? I think it was the Miami season. I forgot her name, but she had the cast on her
Mhm.
hand. She was really, really supportive of Randall.
Yeah, it's the process, but then at the same time too, you already took his bag in the room with you. You know what I'm saying? He would have to be a bold effort to do anything against you after that. So you could have just fell back and did what you was doing. He was sleeping with you anyway you take it. But
Yeah,
what do
and
I know?
and yeah, you might have missed it, Lex, but we were saying that he moved like something off, like somebody watching. Like he moved like he be telling the ladies one thing off camera. You know, he be moving like he got caught. Like we see it. We are saying that as guys, how guys move when they got multiple people they've been messing with in the same room, and he seemed to always have that look. Like, don't say too much. You better not. Hey, stick to what we talked about. Technically, what we've talked about is not a lie.
He ain't trying to get caught. Like, you know, they listening. They right over there.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
I will say this. I
Mhm.
do think that different women bring out different things in a man, and I think that's what their problem is too. She might be seeing a side of Bello that she hasn't seen when they've been private.
Yeah, because he got a way about him. He's a little assertive in his ways. Um, he did surprise me a few times. I'm like, oh, you would think Bello's soft spoken, but nah, it's like the total opposite. Like he kind of presumptuous with the way he moved. Like he ain't really asking when he talked to them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think
Like,
that's a part of the culture. Them Africans, they gonna tell you, they not gonna let you dominate them. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. To me, Bello should be selling cars.
Yeah. Also, I did mention that it seemed like Dom is probably fed up, tired with the process too. It looked like she ready to check out, as most of them are.
the
Is
way she's
it really
assertive.
is it a
Hmm?
thing where you ready to check out of the process, or is it that you realize that you don't really have that much control? Where it's like a lot of times people, I talk to a lot of people behind the scenes, and it's always like, well, I asked them to go here and I asked them to put me with this person and they kept doing this and they kept doing that. So I think that kind of makes you get more frustrated with the process too, no?
It's that, and then the shit is just tiring. It's long nights, long dates, multiple dates, traveling to different places, different outfits, and sometimes you get to the date. It's not even like you said. It's not even a person you wanted to have a date with, but then you
Mm-hmm.
still gotta go through with it because you on camera. And
Right.
also, like, you still got to do, your follow up interviews from dates that happened weeks before. So you're trying to find the right words. You got to get outfits for that and makeup and sound like that junk is tiring. And you can see uh, in some of the exit interviews, Vince has a whole 2 extra inches of hair. So it was a long time in between. So yeah, I mean, and we're actually at the point of the show where Lauren and Bella are talking, and then Dom come and just sit. Well, I think the angle made it look like she a lot closer than she probably was, but she just came and sat right there, like you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing with just your presence alone. Because I'll
Hmm.
probably do the same shit. You want to be a little bit petty. Yeah, you know.
Let it be known you got that
Okay.
that 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 power, got that
Yeah,
flex.
right. And I also feel like you could take that as a compliment. My person ain't supposed to be acting normal when I'm around. You know what I mean? Because I'm around. What you expect? It's me, baby.
Not
I
It's
me.
got
me.
To me that looked like
Uh,
insecurity.
okay. I can see that. I can see that. But I mean,
mm. Especially in the
I'm
process.
not
I see the insecurity part because of the process. I see that.
right. But you not gonna your person not gonna just ignore you and blame it on the process. You know what I mean? At least look at me, acknowledge me, look a head
They
nod,
were in the
something.
house. How much more do she want? They in the house and they in the bed together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, damn.
I know what you're saying.
And then you still got situational awareness. Yes, we are in this process. I have to talk to her. And then at the same time, from my understanding, is that eventually when y'all have more than one connection, you eventually have to wrap up the second and the third connection, right? She ain't even give him no room for no wrap up. because his wrap up, because he's smooth talker, so his wrap up would have been like, listen, this might just not be the right time for us right now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
whatever it is, she should have gave him his space to decide, because one thing that I think every woman should do and understand is that you have to allow a man to be the man so he can show you what he really wants. When you dictating it and when you pressuring him and stuff like that, you don't know if that man really wants you. So all that stuff Dom is doing, like, yeah, he gonna deal with it right at that moment because of whatever the ultimate goal is. But that doesn't mean that that's where he's going to end up.
Yeah. I mean, she was telling Cardi, how her man need to move for her.
And that's funny because she lied about that, because she talking about Bello applied pressure. Bello didn't apply no pressure. The only thing Bello didn't do was fight. He didn't fight her off. He didn't reject her, but he didn't apply pressure. And we seen it. She was applying pressure from the 70s party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I know I just go blank on you.
No,
Anytime
no,
I
no.
go blank, I'm at work.
Nah, you
you
good.
know but
You
but
good.
yeah, no, she been chasing that man, and I ain't gonna lie, like, those things happen. Like, we have to be real in this dating thing. Like, her time, she's about to expire. You can only have but so many surgeries, you can only do but so much lifting and tucking and makeup and this is and the other. So you do want a person that is going to be solid to lock in while you still got whatever you got. You could still bounce, you could still got good knees, whatever the case may be. You want somebody to lock in, and in her case, she definitely wants somebody with that bread that is going to do what she need to do. And then he's good because a woman ultimately, which is wrong, but a lot of women do it because they think it makes them solid, is when a man fears you. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of feared losing you, kind of like how he was acting with Lauren. So when she sees that, she kind of she feels to herself like she has control. So all she needs to know is that, oh, I got control, I got him like that, this and the other. And it's feeding her ego, thinking that she won something, but ultimately she really didn't win. Especially not with no African. Like, African and Caribbean men, you can't think shit like that wins them over. So I don't know.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Yeah. Once he started talking about Dom and saying things like it feels real familiar, but you know, it's like, here we go. He trying to keep them options open.
What was even more scarier was the connection when that book thing came up with Ashanti, because he like, ooh, like she did, like you. It was almost like he had a
Yeah.
mental erection. Like, she, woo, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she done stimulated something else, because usually a man, you have some men that they will deal with a woman because they get their sexual gratification and they, the intimacy or whatever. But then when they seeking mental stimulation, they got to go to their friends or they got to go to their colleagues and things of that nature. So now here it is, you got a woman that can kind of feed you, but then at the same time, that mental stimulation is also connected with his trauma, because you have to
Mhm.
have some sort of trauma in the background to seek out those kind of books to turn around now. So now you trauma bonding, but then it's also mental. So then now you gotta, so. And Dom wasn't doing it. Dom talking about, take me here, buy me this, where we going, we flying out, this and the other, and a lot of times I'ma stop.
No, it's
But
cool.
it
I
be
mean,
that
like
ego.
even in the even on the way out, you and maybe production just doing this on purpose, and it may not mean nothing, but you can hear Dom saying "Thanks, baby" all out loud.
But I mean, yeah, but you know what? I will say this, and I'm gonna correct myself from last time. The
Mhm.
men actually carried the bags on the way out. Like,
Yeah.
I think Bello had her bag on the way out, and I think I don't remember if
The
Cardi had a
Cardi.
bag.
Yeah.
Yep, some people did have bags on the way out.
Mhm.
So I'll give them that. I don't know. It was kind of weird because, whatever, but whatever. It's kind of like, oh, we cool now. So let me carry your bag. Like, all right.
Yeah.
So.
So we to
So
the
now I was like, okay, I can
succulents.
carry the
This
bag.
Yeah, we at the
Mm,
succulents part of the show because it looks like Bello and Dom are publicly choosing each other in front of everybody. Um, Cardi and Ashanti chose plants for each other. Darius made one for Ashley. Laura made one for Steven. Ashley made one for Darius's mom. Steven made one for Donnah. Donnah made one for Vince. Steven made one for Lauren, Shannon, and Ashanti. And watching that scene made me feel like Shannon was probably in the room. It just felt weird.
All right, let me say this real quick and I'm gonna dip off and then come back in a
Uh,
few. So, all right, a couple of things. That whole episode pissed me off. I don't know if you've seen it because I actually went live in the group. It pissed me off. It irked my whole soul. But I will say this about Steven and the succulents. I'm glad that he did it the way that he did. You know what I mean? Because you would really be stupid to give out one succulent after you chase Shannon out of the house. You know what I'm saying? So him giving it to everybody, he like, hey, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna disappoint nobody. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. You already seen where I went. You know what I mean? So she didn't get her succulent, but he damn sure walked her out and was checking on her. And there's no bigger move than that. Like, fuck a flower. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you made sure to come and check on me. Like, you walked out of the production, however it was edited, whatever the case may be. That's what we seen. So kudos for him. That was the best thing that he could have done. Because if it was just one, it would be a problem. You know what I mean? And then I don't even know who he would just give the one to. And then another thing I had mentioned on the live was the way that Ashley is dealing with Darius. Like, she really is no longer into Darius. Like, she's giving him these fraud ass hugs. You know, she did that whole thing. She knew the mom thing was going to kind of hit him emotionally or whatever. And then she kind of gave him like a side church hug, like over the shoulder. Or I don't even know. It was just weird. And then it looked like production told him to do it again. So they did another one. You know what I mean? But her whole movement, that whole thing is just weird and it irked my soul. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to you guys and I will be back shortly.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, so when it comes to uh, Ashley and Darius, Fernando, you there? Another thing I wanted to say is like
Okay.
men being around men, you kind of, you clearly could tell when a man is moving different. And then when the man is moving different than most other men, you tend to ask yourself why. And normally, the reason why is not necessarily a good reason. And when I say not a good reason, I don't mean like you're doing anything bad or something wrong with him. It may be something that he wants to portray or how he may or may not really feel about himself. You know, sometimes, we say all the time, if you know who you are and you're secure who you are, you don't care about the people who don't know who you are because it don't matter. You wear whatever you're gonna wear outside because you know who you are. You could go to the store in some slides and some shorts and a beater.
Please don't.
We don't. But I tell you, they did show the I had to call it out. They did show Darius in the next week's episode meeting the family. He wore the fur with his family, but didn't wear the fur to meet Ashley's friends. Just putting that out there. All right. Yeah, so Darius and Ashley under the coyote. She still, but you was right, Lex. She still don't trust it. They started talking about their religious preferences, and she was talking about being led and what she liked and don't like. And I'm watching it like something don't feel right, man. Something don't feel right. Every now and then, you can catch Darius looking at the camera, and I'll be asking myself, why he keep doing that? Why he keep doing that? All right, what up, Hussein? What's good, bro? What's good? So after the Darius and Ashley uh, clips, we see. Lauren and Vince again. Um, Lauren takes Vince out to see what the possibilities are, and like he seemed shocked to see her. So in that little date, they talked about the friends, and he ends up calling the friends and apologizing to the friends. And in my notes, I said, "What the hell is going on?"
I was surprised by that, yo. Like, they really going on the phone for real? And they gonna answer? Okay.
What the hell is going on?
But Vince is a
But
good sport. Vince went through with it.
yeah,
He
yeah,
apologized, whatnot. And
yeah. We always say he was a good dude. He a good dude. Um, but they trending up. I don't know what's up with that, man. I don't know what's up with that. They're gonna all
yeah.
fumble, man. They are gonna all fumble this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They gonna
And
it's good for
Lauren
now.
gonna be the catalyst for all the fumbles.
Dog. The brother gotta decide to pick and move on, man. Simple as that.
You know what's so funny, right? What I
Uh,
feel like Detroit is doing, I ain't gonna lie. It's a good and a bad thing. It's bad for the show, but it's good for Detroit. And I feel like they all made this pact. Like at the end of the day, they all trying to be movers and shakers in Detroit. They all got businesses or something to promote or something going on. They all got a little bit of movement. So I feel like they all kind of came together not to embarrass anybody, not to
mhm,
do anybody dirty. They just gonna kind of keep a professional, mutual understanding with each other. I think that at this point, I think Darius and Ashley look like they had something at first, but I feel like now it's more like, listen, when they come to make that agreement, like, look, we just gonna make it to the end. We just gonna ride out. This is and the other. I kind of feel like that's what's happening because
mhm.
this was oh my goodness. This is another thing. I gotta say this real quick. This
What's
was
that?
the driest
Uh,
the driest getaway ever. Like, how come they didn't show us in any of the bedrooms? And I thought we were waiting for the second part. No, they didn't show anything. It was dry as shit. Everybody was separated. Everybody was sitting in different seats. It's funny because I made a little meme. I was like, they all cousins. Like, I don't even understand. Like, how I don't even understand. Like, there was not even a foot rub. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nobody knee got massage. Like, what? The only action we seen at that getaway was when Shannon jumped in the bed with Steve. And thank God she did that because at least we know they not cousins.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't getting no hot tub, want no games played, no truth or dares, no
sitting on no
summer game.
sitting on no lap, like face to face,
Bruh.
hugging and kissing and
No,
feeling what was the word they said? Feeling the pressure rise or something she said
man.
last
Showed
season.
they showed Jenga and it was like we playing
On the
Jenga
grass.
outside. Like, whoop,
Yeah.
Jenga on the grass. Listen, and you know what's so funny? They didn't even do the truth or dare. You know what I'm saying? Like, at
they
Yeah,
did
yeah,
least
regular
you
yeah.
that
Jenga.
damn boring. At least throw in a game of truth or dare or something.
Take a
You know what
shot
I'm
or
saying?
something.
Like,
Yeah,
Bruh,
matter of fact, they didn't
yeah.
have no liquor. Did they have liquor?
they ain't had no
I
spice,
I
dog.
think they might have tried it. I think they might have tried it because when they started asking who slept with who, that might have came out the blue. You know what I mean? It looked like it came out the blue. Like production had that sign up, like
It
ask them this question.
look. It looked like you know what it looked like. It looked like they rented the house for daytime hours, and at night everybody went home, and then everybody came back in the daytime and started recording again. That's what it looked like.
Shout out Hussein, shout out
Yeah,
Chaz
it
in the
was good.
chat. What's up,
Uh,
fellas? But yeah, definitely no real collections. They just trying to figure out, hey, you cool with me, I'm cool with you. Let's try to make it to the end, do our little walkaways, and that's it.
yeah. Um, what did I say about this note? I said, is Lauren just trying to prove she can win over all the men? And she's saying the guys need to choose, but who is she choosing?
And look at it that way.
Uh
I ain't look at it
Uh,
that way.
huh.
Good point, good point. Well, you know they say the man leads, the man leads. So, they're gonna
who
Right.
say
she?
that.
Who
Who?
do you
I'm
like, Lauren?
Yeah.
Everybody. You want to see where it go with
you
everybody.
really? You
Why?
really think Lauren like everybody?
No, I don't. That's why I'm
Oh,
asking why. Like, what's the point? And that's why I said in the note, is she just trying to prove she can get all of the men? Like, she liked to be testy. You know what I mean? She liked. It
yeah.
seemed like
I
she
think
liked
she.
to gamify things.
Yeah, she just. I think she just trying to show who she is, so she still had that bragging right. You know who I am. All the guys chase me, this, that, and the other, but it didn't show like that on the show, boo boo. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what she was trying to do, but it didn't show like that. You
Yeah,
know, and I got so much more I need to say, but I gotta.
yeah. It looks
But I
bad
will
on
say
her.
this. I will say this because Detroit got so dry, they now became the worst season, and Philly is back on the map. So shout out to Philadelphia.
Yeah, yeah. I know may kind of look bad. Yeah, shout out to Philly. May kind of look bad. Uh,
F3.
but I also feel like she's trying to get the guys to say who they're choosing. And she ain't
Mhm.
the only one. You know what I mean? The guys is being iffy. Like, come on, bro. You walking in the house with four connections.
And at the house though, like we at the end
Yeah,
right now.
all of them. All of them, except maybe Vince. All of them is undecided. I was like, anybody could be with anybody right now. And it may still happen.
Hmm.
Like, if Lauren fuck around and decide that she like Darius, shit.
We ain't seen that connection yet.
And it's a wrap for everybody. I told you, it had me go back and watch their date again. Like, is there something there? Because what if she decided that?
I
You
don't
know?
know, but you know what? To me, it seemed like back to that politically correct thing and the agreement that they came through because you notice that he and her don't link up, and him and Dominique don't link up, and they supposed
Yeah,
to be some of the bigger hitters in Detroit as
yeah.
opposed to the other cast.
Oh, yeah, it was
Man,
very surface level. Their dates is very surface. All right.
I
Um,
think Ashanti also has several connections too, though. That between her and Steve, her and possibly Bello, just that little wild card people ain't looking at.
yeah. I don't know what Ashanti doing right now. Um, Ashanti, if you there, let us know.
But I thought she
I
had deeper
don't know.
connections with the guys though. Like she go another level with the guys.
Yeah,
They just don't
yeah,
pick her.
I think it could be Bello. I think, like we talked about earlier, Bello is telling them something, but showing them something else.
Hmm.
You know, and she said it. She said it. They move something like they're moving. They're not moving the way that they're talking.
Hmm.
So Bello might have that gift of gab when he on the phone.
Yeah. Don't say nothing outside, but you know my yeah.
What if he ain't never read that book? Let me stop. Let me stop, man. uh, where are we? Lauren's taking out. No, we talked about that, right? Lauren and
Hmm.
Vince trending up with their relationship.
Hmm.
This seemed like a closeout session, but Dominique and Cardi went out on a date. I said she looked tired and completely over the process. Um, he got straight to the point and asked her about the getaway. Like, no.
All right. I mean, like I said, it's
Okay, so
closing
it's right.
segment though.
All
We
right. So
close out.
so we there. Okay. Basically he ain't applying no pressure, and I was like, damn, man, like you fumbled. You fumbled, but we know it was a closeout date,
Hmm.
and I was
I mean,
like, if that's, huh?
he could have been more assertive, but how much of a difference would it have made at the end of the day? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did feel like she did give everyone a chance.
Hmm.
That's one thing I could say about her. I feel like she did give everyone a chance, and sometimes I know it's unfortunate, but even as men, we'll take a look around Like you clearly know who the pretty dudes are, and sometimes you kind of take a step back. You shouldn't, but it happens, especially in that setting like that. Not saying that that's what happened, but it happens. You
Yeah.
know your type. You know the type that's gonna probably like this dude and probably not like you, because you've been living it your whole life,
Yep.
but
You been at a
this
party.
process,
Like
yeah,
being at a party at the end of the night. Everybody picking and choosing. You looking around like, well, they probably going with them. They probably going with
yeah,
them. If she ain't
yeah,
going with me, then I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't want these other ones in here. I'm good on that. So you just go home.
yeah. And like in this process, you got to remember, like you in the same tent as the other guys. You standing right next to her. You got the chance to get with her. So shoot or shoot, bro.
Yeah, that's it. And he tried long enough.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was in there
yeah.
for a minute. So yeah, I applaud Cardi on that part.
Yeah, but I
He
think
had
he got the
Dom.
yeah, but I think Bello had got the kiss early too. So, and probably at this point, y'all probably don't talk. You know what I mean? You probably don't talk. You know what it is.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. You had your chance. It was like Devin. Devin was there at one point, and then he had to go.
Mm,
Now it's
yeah,
Cardi turn. She gave them guys chances, but now she kind of zero in. Like I said, she
yeah,
over the process. She been there long enough. She know who she want. So it's just like weeding out everybody else, getting rid of everybody else to finally make that conclusion.
yeah. He took it like a champ, though.
Hmm.
He did take it like a champ. So kudos to him on that. Ashanti and Bello are on a date, and she needs some answers. And he said he wanted to see what's up too. Bello said he's still trying to navigate the process, and she talks about her dad passing, and I think that's probably all I got in the notes. I don't want to mess it up. So, what do you think of the Ashanti and Bello date?
I
My
think it's
condolences to Ashanti.
most definitely. Don't know about whether it's a parent, and like, it's hard to come by. And like I just think it's Bello not making a decision and still just kind of trying to coast as best he can until the final, decision has to be made. Um, but like I said, it's kind of hard because you see one thing and hear another. So we see the interactions with him and Dom. You kind of hear like he act different around Dom, but he still give people a chance, and they still have those deep connections outside of him and Dom's situation. It seemed like.
Um, I feel like just like in previous seasons, he gonna try to bag whoever in front of him. He may have a different technique for each person. You have a friendship technique, you have an aggressive technique. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. You gotta finesse some. You gotta
Yeah,
be yeah. You gotta go hard at other ones.
yeah. But it's not like it's not out of the question because the women still think they have a chance, or they're
Mhm.
talking like they have a chance. But you know when you don't have a chance. You also know how to let a woman know, that she out there running right now. But we seen that in previous casts too. Like just
And then
because just
you
because I didn't tell her no, it don't mean I was saying yes. But you were still playing to see what you could get out of it, you know?
hmm hmm
All
and
right.
they it's like you gotta read between the lines sometimes
Yeah.
and try gotta interpret what the people trying to say, and not
Uh,
everybody's listening.
yeah. And I think it was at this point where I wrote that note, what the fuck is going on with this cast? Like after the getaway, we still trying to see what's up. We don't know what's up right now.
Yeah. I was like, y'all seen the connections. Y'all seen what was formed, what was verified, and y'all still unsure?
Or
Nah.
even enough to say I'm good. I've seen enough
Like I said,
to,
where's
to
your
to
pride?
yeah have pride in myself to be like, nah, I'm good.
hmm
I'm good.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna choose me.
yeah,
Then
yeah, yeah.
clearly you chose them, then I'm gonna choose me. I'm good. Nah,
Yeah,
I don't need the confirmation. I seen enough.
yeah, you ain't gotta
Because
play
I
with
ain't see
me.
you. I ain't see it all on the trip, nigga. I seen you with everybody. I seen you with her. I seen you with them. I ain't see you with me. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and there was probably some long ass days too in the house. Uh,
Mhm. And then, I couldn't imagine though. I'm sitting on the couch, and yeah, I see all over there, kiki and all that in the kitchen. Like, damn, you don't see me right here with all this space? You don't want to sit beside me on this couch?
you you
Remember that.
you you up early because you can't sleep. It's 7:30. You eating breakfast. They come out the room 4 hours later, right before noon. Like, damn.
Y'all know y'all missed breakfast, right? Y'all missed breakfast. Y'all wasn't hungry? Oh, you eating all night. Oh,
All
okay.
the mimosas is gone.
Like,
Oh man.
what? Like, wait, hold up. Some bottles missing. What the hell last night?
so, shit. So we get to the ladies' lounge, and we're just gonna go straight to who the ladies say they not feeling, because I think that's real telling. Ashley says Cardi, Dom says Cardi because he didn't apply enough pressure. Ashanti mentions that Vince and her don't align. Donnah mentions Steven, and then Lauren uh, talks about Steven. And then there's definitely beef going on in the ladies' lounge. Most of the time, it's always the ladies. Why?
Guys be cool, yo. They don't be tripping. Girls actually
We
like
be
the
like, bro,
guys.
you want a drink? You want a shot, bro? I'm like, let's chop it up, man. Let's chop it up. What's good? What it is? What it is?
What's
Let me know.
yeah? Did I say something
Let me
wrong?
know.
You like her
Hey,
that much? Oh, you got it, dog.
okay,
Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, hey, she a good one.
Yeah. I would know. But you go ahead and have them my seconds. Go ahead, take my seconds. I'm good
Nah,
over
man.
here.
Nah, man. Nah, go explore that, bro. For sure. Oh man, let's stop, man.
But yeah, but the girls, the females be a little bit
Yeah,
more, I think, territorial. You know what I'm saying? That's why the process thing don't work for them the same way it work for the fellas. Because fellas, we used to navigating in rooms with multiple people that we deal with. It just happens. But with the ladies, they just be like, no, that's mine. He's mine. I choose him. And it just creates some conflicts.
yeah. And even for everyone in the crowd, I think there was two things that came up in the ladies' lounge. The first one was between Lauren. Well, both of them was between Lauren and Dom. I think Lauren was explaining how Bella would act different when someone was around. And then the second time, Lauren had mentioned her connection with Steve, and then Steve not being uh, loud with it. And if we're working backwards, you hear Dom say, "We didn't even know that there was a connection." And then in my mind, I was like, she literally just told you why you probably didn't know that there was a connection, because she literally just said because he wasn't being loud with it. Like, that's part of the problem. She
hmm
recognized the problem too.
hmm
Um, we said to Lauren lie and say that Vince called her friend when he didn't. What was that about? I'm not sure.
I'll speak on it just because I know you don't watch. But
Uh,
Lauren did say that she misspoke.
mm,
So it wasn't intentional. She wasn't trying to say that Vince called the friends, but she did want to emphasize the fact that the friends did speak with him.
mm,
Yeah, that Dom and Lauren thing, yeah, like you gonna see that. They're gonna butt heads continually.
yeah, yeah. And then the first one, um, Dom and Lauren were going at it because Dom felt like Lauren was talking about her. And again, I kind of had Lauren's side with it. Like, I'm not really trying to say your name. I'm just talking about my experience and what's going on. You
Yeah,
know what I
because
mean?
yeah, Dom wasn't the focus of the situation. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like she's not blaming Dom for how Bello acting, but she's
yeah,
saying Bello acts differently in certain situations,
yeah,
and you just happen to be a part of the situation. But she's
yeah,
not trying to put it on Dom, but Dom want to let it be known, like once again, it's me, and it involves me, and it's like, all
yeah,
right, okay, we got it.
yeah. She seemed to be getting a little. Well, they're
Chippy,
showing her getting a little. Yeah, chippy.
a little
That's a good
chippy.
word. That's a good
Yeah,
word for it.
yeah,
Chippy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, chippy. But Lauren's Lauren's comments. I think some of them things did have to be said. You know, it didn't have to be said. There was something. I think it was something with her and Steven, I think. And she said, if anybody knows the most about Steven, it's me. Remember?
I think she said when
And
they on the
I was
phone
like,
2, 3 hours every night. Was that
yeah,
Steven?
and I was like, okay, okay, maybe we didn't have to say that, you know?
But I think
Okay,
she letting me know that I ain't no
yeah,
pushover or nothing like that. Like I'm here
yeah,
too.
yeah. But then Lauren snatching up everybody. Ah, all right. Vince stated at the beginning of the date that he would apologize to Lauren's friends. Yeah, he did. But I
Hmm.
didn't think they was gonna do it right then and there.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
we always talk about that before, like other seasons, other episodes where they call a friend, got a friend on the phone. Like
Hmm.
that's doing. I feel like a little doing too much. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
on, I mean, from Lauren's standpoint, I appreciate her Vince taking the time to apologize for her friends. But on the same token, is it that serious though? So
Yeah. All right. So we got two eliminations. We got Lauren and Steve, and then Ashanti and Cardi, and both of them.
did they say both of them at the beginning though? Did they announce they were doing two? Did they say they were going to do two?
They didn't announce that they was gonna do two.
Yeah, I was shocked, bro. I was like, oh, damn. Yeah, pew, pew. Get
I
him out.
thought,
Get him out
yeah,
of here.
I thought Ashanti and Cardi looked good together.
Man, the show
But
think differently.
yeah, dang. So, um, shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Steven. Welcome to the family. I know
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah, fellas.
Yeah, I know it's not easy being told you're not ready to love. So we ended up seeing three castmates. In one episode. Uh, Ended up getting voted off. It's never easy. Hopefully you can learn some things from this. Hopefully you can gain some growth from it all. If you need somebody to talk to, because I know, it could be tough on the mental, let me know.
Yeah. And definitely, it's both Steve and Cardi, shout out, fellas. Welcome to the team. Like I said,
Yeah.
the journey is always tough, but, y'all made it a lot further than a lot of folks did. So applaud yourselves for that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, coming in the house with four connections, I thought Steve gonna have something to go
Uh-huh.
home with.
Uh-huh.
So I'm surprised Steve got eliminated though, for real.
Yeah.
But like you said, at the end of the day, people got to choose somebody, and they felt he wasn't instead doing enough, or they had other ideas they were just stronger with, other connections they were stronger with.
Yeah. All right. Everyone in the audience, let me know if you feel the eliminations were right. Right? Did they make the right moves with the eliminations of Steven and Cardi? Hey, we was rooting for them. It was like we're rooting for you.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, two underdogs. I feel like from the beginning that kind of made it towards the end.
Yeah, neither of them had serious connections. They just seemed to come on the show to meet people and have fun. Oh man,
Uh,
man, oh
I
man,
don't
like
know. I don't know. Just
yeah,
have
you could
fun.
see he cared about that. He cared about
Yeah.
her. You know,
Even
dang, when in
Cardi,
Rome, they can all go home.
they can all go home. Golly.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, that's a little harsh.
I mean, I
I
do want to
just,
see the next episode
uh,
though. You kind of see if we're at that point now talking about what happens
yeah,
next.
we
It's
are,
like
we are.
okay, so Darius and Ashley have their family date. And
Yeah,
Darius, like, she was the one until she wasn't. And it's just like, who else you talking to? I was like,
yeah.
who-
So yeah, I said, so what the fuck is going on? So this is my notes as I'm watching the next week. So
yeah.
what the fuck is going on? Everything is seeming to crumble. Vince and Donna weren't going well, but she says she wants to be engaged in 2025. It's now 2026. So,
I know they
maybe
can.
it was short. Maybe she said she just wants to be, maybe it's a desire of hers, maybe not a necessity. I said, that's a quick turnaround. Darius and Ashley were also doing well, but he seems to be messing up in front of the family.
Hmm.
Lauren says she feel like a side chick and straight up asked Bello if he want to continue with her in front of Dom.
Bruh, in front of the family, in front of Dom, like, you pick right now. What you trying to do? It's
and did
like, I
and
ain't seen
did
that before.
credits.
That's the first one. I ain't never seen nobody be
Yeah,
like on a date, like, bruh, what you trying to do? Like, I'm tired of wasting my
yeah,
time.
yeah. So, we got a question based on conversations with some of the past alumni ready to love. Do they really get deep with why they choose to be on the show where they're really looking for love? Most people have different reasons, but I would say most of the people are authentic in their journey, especially to sign up, put themselves out there in front of everyone. But I would also say, in most cases, um, they're a person just not part of the 10 people in the cast, especially when you're competing with nine other guys. That's
Mm-hmm.
not a normal uh, situation to fall in love, especially in the amount of time that you got.
Hmm.
So the chances of falling in love are slim, but not saying it can't happen.
And like I'll say, that's why you see so many connections outside of the show. That's why you see so many friends outside of the show.
Uh,
Because they pick dope people to be on the show. They
yeah,
pick well deserving people to be on the show. It just so happens 10 to 10, they're all not gonna match up. Sometimes just be
yeah,
like, you know what, that ain't my person not here. So that's just
yeah,
how it ends.
yeah. I mean, some people you give it a shot though. You can see some people really be trying.
Hmm.
Guys and girls. And Chaz is right. Like it's not a lot of time. It's not a lot
Yeah.
of time.
It's like it says, it's almost real unrealistic. You know what I mean? There
Mm.
is love at first sight. You do have couples that are still together that you
Oh
can
my
see them
gosh.
from the meet and greets.
I didn't pick my wife. I didn't pick my wife.
He was locked in, boy.
No, it's not. I know what y'all heard, but it's not what I said. I know Lex is
It was
coming back too.
edited. It was
I'll
edited
explain it one more time.
when it
In the
was edited.
men's lounge, the men's understood that as I was talking about the three ladies, I was saying one could be my lady, one could be my girl, and one could be wifey. And then when you see me saying she could be my wife, talking to the girls at the pool, I'm basically reiterating what I said in the lounge. But the only part you hear me say is she could be my wife. I said, yeah, I said it. But yes, I was basically saying, yes, I said that, you know? Like, yeah, I said that about you. But I wasn't really thinking I'm gonna find a wife.
Got it. Got it. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes
But
sense.
like
Yeah.
if I'm with you and I introduce you to somebody and I'll be like, yo, this wifey, you know, you know what that means.
Yeah, she is wifey.
Yeah, this wifey.
I ain't saying you're my wife, but yeah, wifey qualities.
Yeah. But then if I introduce you, be like, yo, this my lady or this my little, yeah, I mean.
You know, yeah, yeah. My little fine shit.
Then you know how to move. I'm
Fashion.
not gonna say I didn't like her. So I hear this comment, his nose is out of. I'm not gonna say I didn't like her. But yeah, I mean, have y'all seen her now? Let me stop. Uh,
Bro.
Lex is
God
back. What's
damn.
good, Lex?
Have you seen her?
What's good,
Tell me, have you
Lex?
seen her?
Oh, I have one more comment. Um, yeah, I said I don't think I finished. Uh Lauren said she oh yeah, I said Lauren said she feels like a side chick. Yeah, straight up ass in front of Dom. I said we didn't hear from Ashante, so I guess we got three women fighting for Bello. And I said, Dom ain't gonna like this. Also, why does Lauren have a connection with everyone? And then my last and then my last line I said, damn, Steve got played. You hate to see it. You know? Like, dang, dang.
Mm-hmm.
When in Rome. You don't remember? That's all good. Oh, yeah,
Dang, that was a wild way to spell their
yeah,
name.
yeah. Looking at our seasons, the women show up thinking that they're gonna find their forever person and husband, and when they make it to the end, they're gonna run to the altar with them. I mean, it can happen. You know, I'm not saying it's not impossible for you to find your person. It can happen. It has happened multiple times.
I think, it's not that the men are not open to going to the altar. They just don't make it. It ain't
Yeah, or,
like people like we want to be in love, mind you, right? Like we're not wasting our time preparing for this show, going through all these applications, these interviews outside of what y'all see. Like it's a long process to get on the show. So
yeah,
is anybody going through all of that just to say, I was on TV? Like,
yeah,
nah, bruh. So it's like the
yeah,
idea of love is there. Like, you know what? I wouldn't mind being in love. I want to be in love. So I get love and exposure and friendship, networking, connections, all that on top of it. So you go through
yeah,
that process for all of those things. But love is the ultimate goal. It's just when love isn't there, then you settle for what comes next.
yeah. Another thing people probably don't take into consideration is that, like, you are also fighting, you have to fight your emotions. Like, you want to go all in, but you also have to keep in mind that you're a person going to be dating other people. Not only do you know that they got to go date other people, the other person that they're dating is right there. You know what I mean? It's right there. You talking to him. Matter of fact, you was on a date with him and two other chicks yesterday. I mean, two other ladies yesterday. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the fella's gonna talk. Eventually, you may hear something that you like or that you don't like, and you start, moving accordingly, falling off. It can happen.
And,
You know?
and and what the cops say and they say can be used against you because
Yeah.
that vault, that lounge, they might bring it up.
Mhm.
Y'all was talking on the phone saying one thing, and now she in the vault talking about you. So
I will say this, right? And I heard a little bit of what you guys were saying, and it sounds wonderful, right? But
here she
I'm
go.
gonna call, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like back when you guys were on the show, I think that it was more sincere than what it is right now. I think that the show has grown in such magnitude that it is a lot about exposure right now. You could clearly see that with Detroit. Like, ain't nobody boo loving, ain't nobody hugging, ain't nobody massaging, ain't no shoulder rubbing, ain't no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, to me, it's like everybody was trying to get on. I ain't even gonna lie. Philly, we already seen what Philly did. So we know Philly, I feel like that shit was kind of real. Like, you know what I mean? When you look back at it now, because you see what happened, So even if it was exposure, but you can't really say that it was just for that for them because everybody kind of opened and became a lot vulnerable. But when you see the ones that act like everything is so great and so perfect, like a lot of them is just closed off. Those ones that stay closed off, like yeah, part of it can be them, but a lot of it I feel is just it's just kind of like TV. And even going down to my experience, like the time that I was on my show, I really feel like the dude that I took on my show did want to get back more exposure for TV. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it was like a whole change up once we got on board. But I think was a little bit different than Ready to Love. Like we went on together. You know what I'm saying? With you guys, you meet there or whatever. So, and I do agree with you said, Fernando, that it started out looking for love or looking for a connection or whatever, and then changes that you accept whatever is there. But I also think, in all honesty, you have to be a very strong person to be able to find love during this experiment and actually keep it going all the way through. That mean that when your feelings is really in it, you really falling for somebody, then they talking to other people, they got to go through it. You got to constantly tell yourself, whatever the case may be. Then it's like, if you follow the contract properly, where it's no outside dating, no outside hooking up, after, everything got to be on camera, all of that stuff, and being manipulated a certain way and still be able to connect and make it work afterwards. And let's not act like, and this is my closeout, let's not act like that relationships aren't hard even when we not in front of camera. You know what I'm saying? Trying to connect, trying to get different worlds together and different trauma. And now you got love languages and, now they got another one. I forgot what it's called, argue languages or something, conflict languages or some shit. I forgot what it's called, but they be making up stuff every day. So that means that you need to realize how a person argues or how they fight or whatever the case may be in a relationship. So there's all these things that come into play. So, kudos to the ones that was real and could make it at the end. For real, I like it when people find love after the show, because to me, I feel like we can really get numb in this whole dating process to people and things, and tired of the bullshit and tired of lies, whatever the case may be, and broken hearts and all this stuff, so that across you something. But then at the same time, I don't know. Sorry, I think I got disconnected. At the same time, you look at it and you be like, you know what? This person opened me up. They showed me something. But then now I can move forward and really open up to the one that I really want, or the one that I really find, or whatever the case may be, without the bullshit getting in the way. So on that note, I gotta go, fellas. See you next week.
See you,
Thank you
fam.
Okay.
for another great show. All
Thanks
All
for coming
right.
in.
right, y'all. Be blessed.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
P.O., you make it home?
Nah, but I'm in the car, so I'm talking to y'all. So what's good?
Yeah,
Where
we
we
almost
at?
at we at the end, bruh.
We're
Oh,
wrapping
okay.
up now, bro.
Oh, okay. No
You,
doubt. I apologize that I couldn't get on earlier.
if you got some words to say about the overall episode.
Uh, so I'll just say this. Overall, I see that they taking the mask off of a lot of people. Um, you starting to really see who folks is, like Dom. She's, they're painting her out to be, you know what I mean, Miss uh not so great, And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but what I'm saying is like, she came off like, very classy, very cool, conservative, and real thoughtful and all that stuff. And now they painting her out to slowly make her into a slight villain. Is what is my perspective on it anyway. Um, and then I'm seeing a lot of fakeness coming from the gents. Um, I was shocked that they let two people go once again. You know, um, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just going to be one of them. So they've been curveballing the hell out of us with that. But yeah, that's
Hmm.
about it. That's my take on it, man.
Okay. Did you see the previews for next week?
I did not.
Okay.
Tell me about them.
It looked bad, bruh.
Really?
Yeah, it looked like it's all crumbling for everybody. Maybe
Oh,
that's just something that they want us to see, so we'll watch it. But it looked like all the relationships is going bad. Uh,
oh,
Donna Donna says she would like to be engaged in 2025.
nah.
Uh, um, Ashley is meeting Darius's family, but
Oh
looking
boy.
like it's not going well.
Hmm.
because I think there was a statement about her being 40, but not wanting to be the one that's cooking and cleaning in the house.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I seen a glimpse of that online somewhere.
Yeah. And then we
Uh,
had Lauren straight up
uh,
ask Bello in front of Dom if he would still want to continue his connection with her. But then,
woo!
right, exactly,
Hot seat.
exactly. I said Dom
Yeah,
ain't gonna like that. And then,
Damn.
it cut off. So,
Yeah,
Bella
cause I
Bella
mean,
got
you
finesse
do.
that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. There's no like the fakeness is over. Like you really have to now, come through the fire, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or else you gonna get burned one way or another.
yeah,
Hmm.
But I think what's been happening on the low is that Bello has been probably telling Lauren, oh, it's not that serious with me and Dom, and Dom, telling Dom, oh, you're the one, and blah blah blah, and she, Lauren was probably like, all right, enough of this bullshit. Let's get right down to it, and let's get it cracking, and put that shit right out there, and now I'm I can't wait to see the response to that though.
yeah. See,
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
yeah, great
I
minds
want
think
to
alike.
see like, yeah, I want to see, how he pivots and comes up, because when you in 3D, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying, when you say something like that versus being over the phone or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Um, were you guys surprised at all that Steven got cut or got dropped?
Yeah, I was saying he had 4 connections when he came in the house. So how you go home, but
Right.
like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I was surprised by that. Um, I didn't think that. I thought that he would last over what's his face. Um,
Vince.
who's that? No, not Vince. The
Oh,
other
I mean
dude that
Cardi.
got.
Well,
Yeah,
Cardi.
Cardi.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think we see Ashley's family too in the preview, right? I might have missed it.
I'm not sure.
I think we see Ashley's family. I don't think she gets sent home from
Oh
what I
yeah,
saw.
but she's talking about Ashanti, not Ashley. She's talking about
I
Ashanti.
mean, yeah, yeah, Ashanti's family.
Okay.
Yeah. My bad. I take that comment out. All right. So we're gonna close out. Make sure to like and subscribe. It is 2:33 here in Lisbon, Portugal. Um, I do this for y'all. Thanks to my panelists, uh, family, for joining me. Everyone that has joined in the audience, thank y'all so much. We normally get castmates here in the comments. We saw Hussein, we saw Chaz in there. Lauren does drop in sometimes, and Christina and Donna sometimes. So um, let us know what y'all think. Leave a comment. I reply to the comment. We still chop it up in the comments. So you all have a good night. Uh,
Yep. Well,
Fernando, want to sign off?
sure. Fernando, try being savage, ready to love Potomac. If you noticed, the latest episode of Dear Tasia just dropped on Monday. And Tasia is another, Ready to Love DC alumni. I'm on her latest episode. I'll be on there again for another episode as well. I'm ready to chop it up about, relationships, red flags, getting ghosted, things of that nature. On top of that, July 8th to the 13th, come be with us out there in St. Lucia, baby. It's gonna be a party. And this weekend, I'll be in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the 20th anniversary of Winter Ski Fest. I know some of y'all gonna be out there. I know I'm gonna see some of y'all out there, and it's going to be a freaking
Damn.
what the movie, bruh. It's gonna be epic. So yeah, see y'all this weekend though for sure.
Right. P.O.?
Yes, sir. You already know who it is. Sorry I got cut off. The call had came through, but yeah, I can't wait to chop it up with y'all after the next episode. I'm still living like I'm not in prison, so that's a good thing. I'll see y'all next week.
All right. Have a good
Yes,
night,
sir.
everybody.
All right. All
Yep.
right.
Have a good night, folks. Appreciate y'all.
All right. No doubt.